You're listening to Wisdom of One.
Nowhere to hide and nowhere to run. You got a charisma of 20, but a wisdom of 1.
Okay.
I don't know how to begin because I'm still alive.
Exactly. I was going to try to remind you guys. So as the mist separates, the four of you are standing in an alleyway, standing over the bodies of your vanquished foes.
Triumphantly.
You've won a combat. The shock has now faded a little bit. What would you guys like to do? Is anyone else wounded?
Search the bodies. I'm probably wounded.
I actually feel great. Honestly, it's not so bad.
I've never really considered being wounded. I've sort of lived in a binary state, alive and dead. So sort of halfway in between. I don't have enough hit points to be wounded.
Skankra, you're a man of super extreme. I think I have a cut or two. Runneth, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
And he puts a hand on her and does a little spell and scream.
Thank you so much, Runny Bunny. You're the best. So, should we search these guys and look for loot and treasure?
You guys go ahead. I'll take care of it. I promise whatever I find, you'll be aware of.
Right.
Dagon, you can now see, and you now see the crushed, battered form of a trash can that you had punched to oblivion.
Take that, you fucking trash can.
And right next to it, the dead body of a dwarf who had snuck up behind you. So I guess everyone grabs a dwarf and searches?
Yeah. Are they all still sprayed with color?
They are. They're sparkling with reds and greens and blues. It makes it much easier to see, but a little distracting.
Dagon just takes the trash can and puts it on the dead dwarf's head. It's a hat.
Wait, what do I do for search?
Investigate.
Investigation?
Yeah,
I got a 14 plus 30 search.
plus 30.
And Dagon rolled a 9.
He found a trash bucket.
Okay. Runnis kind of rifles through and then looks like he just gives up.
Never mind. It's too hard. We should get going.
Should we maybe drag these bodies somewhere? Like put them in a trash can?
I don't think it's necessary. The rats will take care of them in a couple days.
Yeah, you want to know what's really interesting on a D&D podcast? Body disposal.
That's right.
Roll for dig.
First, you get a vat of acid, and then you dip them in slowly until they dissolve into a little goop that you pour down the drain. It's super.
Does that racist bastard have like a shitload of pigs?
Yeah, never trust a man who has more than 3 pigs.
Exactly.
They'll go through humans like butter.
Yay, I made a reference that somebody gets.
So Kaylee checks in the pockets, ruffles in the clothes, and goes, oh my goodness, and she tucks something in her pocket before anyone can see it, and then turns to you and says, I found 2 silver pieces. Hooray! And holds out the 2 silver coins.
Does Dagon trust her? Can I roll for like insight or something?
I don't think you need to roll. She rolled badly enough on her let's fool the guys roll that no, she's hiding something.
You think we should kill her?
I hope not.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that out loud.
Wow, 2 silver pieces, that's better than I did. Wink, wink. Dagon just doesn't care as long as Skankra doesn't get it.
She does a little giggle and winks back. And you're now engaged.
I was just gonna say, Dagon's like has a weird feeling he's not sure about. It's not anger.
I look forward to searching your body.
Now you're engaged.
No. Bad.
No, it wasn't that kind of wink. It was an all right, I know you know that I know that you know, but let's just move on. Runnis says,
It's almost time for the carts to leave again. We should probably get going. Or we could just stay here and give up. That always sounds good. Let's go, you know the drill. Dagon, don't hurt anyone in the crowd. It's not their fault, they're ignorant.
Well, they wouldn't look at me funny.
We're going to back shaft, back shaft, back shaft. We're going to back shaft.
okay, so you guys hop on the carts, takes you on an uneventful trip to the very end of the line, which is well past the slummy part that the redneck dwarf was in. It comes to a halt. You guys step out. It is only the 4 of you. None of the other dwarven citizens have gone out this far. It's rather dark There are only a couple oil lamps here and there, and then up ahead, it's just pure pitch darkness. So Kaylee slips on her rose-colored glasses that allows her to see in the dark, and then all the rest of you have some form of dark vision, I assume.
Indeed.
And with your dark vision, you spot the mouth of a cave open up in front of you. This cave is packed to the ceiling in garbage.
Nice.
It looks very much like the entire dwarven civilization brings all of their garbage out here into the backshaft area and dumps it there. It's packed with rotten food and broken devices and rotten cloth and who knows what. The smell is atrocious, and the trash is piled in tall, precarious towers of stench and grossness.
I can definitely hear that nose diarrhea. Have you heard of allergy pills?
There is a narrow pathway winding in between all of this trash that you can see that looks only wide enough for one person to pass at a time. What order do you want to go in? Do you want to be somewhat tactical, or how do you want to do it?
Scott first.
Yeah. Let's be tactical, and Dagan will definitely go first.
Yeah, fodder should go in the front.
Maybe Kaylee should go up front, and then, Dagan will go after, I guess.
That sounds super. I love going ahead because I get to see everything first. It's great.
Yeah.
Nice.
And hopefully someone will come up behind me and cut my throat.
Which means I'll be safe, because I have the fodder behind and in front of me.
That's right. Okay, so
I definitely wish to proceed
I
stealthily.
feel like we should charge.
Kaylee, I have a brand new set of die, and I'm not liking them so far. So Kaylee, very uncharacteristically, lumbers off into the distance, and you hear the echoing of her footsteps as she's crunching ahead.
Shh, quiet.
Oh, don't worry. I'm super good at this.
So you're walking through this narrow trash alley. You hear vermin squeaking and other movement around in the trash area, but nothing that triggers your defenses.
Dagan wants to look at the trash and shit and see if there's anything interesting.
Yeah, go ahead and roll observe or search or whatever the hell it is.
Roll, go through the trash.
There you go.
Oh, hey now. Natural 20.
Oh, you found so much trash.
How about that?
So Dagan, completely unexpectedly, you catch the faintest shine and glimmer underneath everything that people would throw away. A faint shine of yellow underneath a foot or so of trash.
Sweet.
It looks a little precarious. So these are actual stacks of trash. As you start looking at it closer, the tower kind of shakes a little bit.
Grab it hard.
Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna grab it and try to do one of those Jenga pull out the block real fast
Okay.
moves.
Okay, so roll a...
Acrobatics?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Crash the trash. Crash the trash.
Uh-oh. 14.
Okay. Dagan, you turn to your left. You see this shiny thing. You pull it out quickly.
Shiny thing.
Back away. Back away.
And Skankra, you hear this rumbling sound off to your left.
What's going on? Is that an earthquake?
Trash flange! Trash flange!
Can I run away in such a way that makes me safe but does not impede any trash falling on Dagan?
Well, the alleyway that you're in is pretty much only wide enough for one person to walk through, so you might be able to rush past Runnis.
I charge forward, always forward.
Dagan, go ahead and do a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw?
You have advantage because you triggered the whole thing. You knew it was going to happen.
Awesome. Okay. 22.
Okay, great. So you had turned to your left and you leap forward and you're clear of the trash avalanche. Skankra, you do not have advantage, but go ahead and roll a dexterity save.
Yeah!
Oh, fuck.
Yay!
I feel like a 7 would definitely keep me safe, right?
Please tell me it's LA trash and garbage water all over his body and face.
So right as you're about to leap forward with a really well done dexterous move, you realize that your feet are pinned to the ground underneath a smelly, rotten mattress. You sort of fall forward onto your knees, and then a wall of trash comes barreling down and hits you in the chest and pins you up against the far wall of the trash hallway.
I just like to point out, right now, you didn't let me cut off his hand in episode 2. And this wouldn't have happened if you'd let me cut off his hand.
but your head is not covered with trash. So you're sort of pinned, but your head is above the trash level. And behind you, you hear, "Whoa," and a giant mountain just buries him completely.
Well done, Dwark.
So Dagon will like climb over the top of the trash, and then when he gets to Skankra, just take 2 pieces of really nasty rotten food or something and jam it into each nostril, and then dive to try to dig Runnus out.
Guys, what happened? Was there an earthquake? I heard a big rumble.
I cast sleep on Dagon.
Okay, so I happen to know whenever Skankra does something, the DC is 13, so beat a 13 with your Constitution check.
Actually, I think sleep doesn't even have a saving throw. It's just a certain number of hit points that he rolls. Read the spell.
It's
while I get a
creatures
seltzer.
into magic slumber, roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points in effect. Nope, I think that fucker's out.
Okay, so go ahead and roll those dice and see if that's more than what he has.
5d8. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, that's 23.
Okay.
Yes! Dagon's asleep.
So Dagon steps up onto the pile, looks down at Skankra's pinned head and goes, ha ha ha, jams 2 rotten food items in his nose, steps over to get ready to start digging Runnus out, and then immediately falls asleep on top of the pile of trash, snoring like a buzzsaw.
Oh my God, what's happening? Where's Runny Bunny?
Kaylee steps over, as she's walking by, reaches down, pulls the rotten banana peel and the apple slice out of your nose,
I gotta save Runny. I'll be right back.
starts digging frantically at the pile, and then all of a sudden the pile does a massive shift and buries her up to her chest.
Aw.
And so she is pinned.
All right.
She rolled a 1.
Oh my god.
I will happily dig her out and whatever the other dwarf dude's name is.
Oh, will you? Buried up to your neck.
How about you do a strength check?
Okay. Well, I have a lot of time, right? I can do this.
So as you struggle and start sinking lower and lower into the trash, so you're the only one that's okay. Fun. So Skankra, roll a perception, please.
Okay. I perceive that I'm stuck in trash.
Okay.
Oh no!
So go do another strength check. See if you can break your way out.
I'm throwing this die out. 20! I got a natural 20!
With Herculean strength that you had no idea you possessed,
Yeah.
you rip your feet out from underneath the rotten mattress that were pinning your feet down and stand up almost completely out of the trash hole that you had been stuck in.
I'm so awesome.
Will a 16 hit you?
Oh, definitely.
Something drops on the back of your neck. You feel a
shit.
sharp pain, and multiple furry limbs are draped over your shoulders, and you hit
Nice.
2 points of damage. But more importantly, go ahead and do a Constitution save.
All right. 11?
That's such a good laugh. I love it.
You feel a burning sensation starts right in your neck and moves its way down into your shoulders, and your hands get tingly, and
All of a sudden, everything seems slow.
and you fall face first onto the trash pile. Skankra is unconscious.
Well, that was a quick episode. We're both unconscious.
I just have to wait 8 more rounds.
Yeah.
Once again, I ask the DM, how is your meticulously crafted story going?
Well, I've long since learned to not meticulously craft anything because it's a complete waste of time.
To be fair, there was no reason to dig around in the trash.
It's true, but had to know that it was going to happen. Okay, Dagon, go ahead and do a Constitution save for no reason.
For no reason. Could it possibly be a Constitution saving throw against poison?
Hey, how'd you know that? it could potentially be against poison.
Oh, hooray! Yeah, I have Dwarven Resilience, which is an advantage against saving throws against poison.
Nice.
Wow, how do I know if I have any of that shit?
You definitely don't. Oh, that's what you know.
Magic can't put me to sleep, motherfucker, like somebody.
It can very well put you to sleep.
No, it literally can't.
Dagon, the narcoleptic dwarf.
14?
Nope. Right as you start waking up, you look up, you're confused, you wondered why you needed a power nap all of a sudden. You look down and you see all these white strands being wrapped around your body, and right as you start to struggle, you feel a pinch on your leg, and you look down into 8 glaring, beady eyes as a giant spider injects you with poison.
Nice.
Back to unconsciousness.
Yeah.
Nighty-night.
I mean, it's quiet.
Well, guys, this has been great. I'll see you episode 5. All I really did was anesthetize him before he got attacked.
Yeah.
Sometimes the worst intentions just go right. It's very disappointing.
You really took away a lot of the anxiety of getting eaten by a spider, so that's good. Okay, so you guys wake up. Again, your heads are pounding, and there's a lot of pressure in your face, almost like all of your blood is now in your head-face area.
Oh, I know this feeling.
You realize that you're upside down.
Oh, this seems really familiar.
So
Yeah, that's
familiar.
right. 50% of your awakenings so far have been in this upside-down position, so...
We're like 4 for 5 on being restrained, I imagine, too.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, it's very cozy. It's soft. Your hands are by your sides. It has a very swaddling sort of feel. But you look to the side and you see Runnis and Kaylee also hanging upside down. Both of them still unconscious.
Guys, you're the powerful kid. We're level 0, or I think we're probably a negative level at this point. Aren't you guys supposed to accomplish shit?
You said hands by my side, like
Yes.
kind of by where my knife might be?
Possibly.
Can I try to quietly fidget around for that knife?
Yeah.
What would that be, like sleight of hand or...
If you want it to be undetectable, yes, sleight of hand would definitely be the thing.
All right, yeah, I definitely want to try to do that. Okay, 19.
Excellent. Very slowly creeping inch by inch, your fingertips touch the handle, the well-crafted stone handle of your knife, and you pull it into your hand.
Okay.
As you're doing that, your eyes get adjusted to the upside-down perspective, and you guys see that it's a very large, cavernous room, covered from top to bottom in dense spider silk. There are all of these small spiders, the size of a dinner plate type small spiders. There's hundreds of them, and they appear to be meticulously maintaining the web, cleaning it, pulling off pieces, repairing broken strands. There are a couple larger spiders, which in the fraction of a second that you actually saw your attacker, you recognize the size of the type that got you is about the size of a large dog, let's say, but much wider with the leg span and everything. And in the corner, something incredibly massive shifts from one side to another, and you can hear clack, 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 drag, clack, 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 drag, and you see a monstrous spider lumbering towards you. The size of, let's say, a mobile home.
Oh, shit.
Jesus.
It's so large that its torso, carapace, whatever, it can't lift it up off the ground. It's kind of dragging behind. But as it drags, you can see that there's silk pulling out of the back of it there.
Wow.
It is definitely coming towards you guys.
Oh, fun.
Mr. Spider, did you know that dwarks are gluten-free?
I did not know that. That is good to know. I love knowing things. What's your name?
Well, I am the great Skankra for the second. Junior.
What makes you great? Where does the greatness come from?
Well, the greatness comes from...
Comes from how we taste, and it's delicious.
how well I pair with barbecue sauce.
And honey mustard.
My greatness comes from a superior intellect and craftiness and ambition and attractiveness and hygiene.
He's basically brain food.
That's good to know. Knowing things is good.
Oh no! That sounded horrible.
And and you see a new 10 more feet of spider silk comes out the back, and 2 of the smaller spiders hurry down and they pick it up very carefully and walk it off into one of the silk tunnels.
What is the name of the other one? What are you, and what is your special?
He's on the dollar menu. He's delicious.
Well, I'm not really that special. I'm kind of average, actually.
He's a McRib.
So we'll eat you first. Excellent.
I mean, I'm special because, you know, there aren't very many of me, like, in the entire universe. Because I'm, like, half an orc and half a dwarf.
That is new. True. So orc and dwarf may mate successfully?
It's possible, but you don't want to see it.
That's new and good to know.
About 10 more feet of silk come out the back, and 2 more small spiders gather it and pull it back off. Kaylee and Runnis both make groaning sounds.
Oh my god, where are we? Why are we upside down?
And Runnis is like,
Oh, thank God. Finally.
So, can Dagon, like, try to start cutting shit?
are you trying to be super quiet, or are you just making a...
Yeah, I'm trying to be super quiet. Like, I want to go a very slow, even pressure with my magic cut through anything knife.
So go ahead and do another sleight of hand. Cutting isn't an issue. Yeah, exactly. I'm a knife.
Knife in a row.
Because it will cut through anything. It's just
Cut,
whether or
cut,
not
cut,
you
cut.
get noticed doing it.
Okay.
So go roll sleight of hand, and as you're cutting, the spider turns to Runnis and Kaylee, asks them the same sort of thing. What makes them special? What is unique about them? What are their names? Where are they from?
17 sleight of hand.
Nice.
Well met, food. Runnis, Kaylee, Skankra 4 version 2, and Dagon. I am Gogara, the Keeper. I will eat you, yes, but if you keep telling me new things, maybe I'll eat you last.
Upsetting.
Upsetting.
Do you know that dwarks are okay on the keto diet?
The keto or the keto?
Keto.
Yeah.
The keto Kalen diet.
Yeah, I was going to say the keto diet's something different. Keto, my little yellow friend.
Human female Kaylee. Tell me a story so you maybe remember after we've eaten you.
Okay, a great king had fought and won many battles in defense of his lands, but unfortunately, in his final battle, he was wounded terribly, losing an eye and crippling his leg. Later on, the king realized that he needed to commission a painting of himself for later generations and sent out a call to all the greatest painters in the land. But none of the painters dared to accept his challenge because they could not think of a way to make this one-eyed, one-legged cripple look beautiful and heroic. Till one day, a brave new artist arrived and created a masterpiece, showing the king standing on one leg with one eye closed as he takes careful aim with his bow, preparing to shoot game. Everyone in the land agreed that it was just perfect and showed how strong and brave the old king was. It just goes to show you how beautiful life can be if you ignore other people's flaws and focus on their strengths. Isn't that great? I always thought so.
Excellent excellent.
And 10 more feet of silk is added to the wall.
Dwarf with no hair. Tell me a story for the children, and I will weave it for all time so someone may remember you.
So while Dagon got his hands free,
Yep.
do I happen to feel the thing that I pulled to make this whole fucking shit show go down?
Not in your hand. All of your possessions are wrapped underneath the spider silk. So, no, you don't feel it specifically, no.
Aw.
Runnis is...
Oh, all right. This is what my mom used to tell me when I needed cheering up. A peasant saw a viper freezing in the snow and took pity on the poor dying creature and put it in his jacket pocket. The heat of his body revived the viper, who immediately bit the man. As the peasant lay dying, he groaned, "I saved you, why did you bite me?" To which the snake replied, "Hey, you knew what I was when you picked me up." Ha 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 ha.
He used Trump's favorite fable.
Wow, nice. Yeah, that is actually quite accurate, I feel.
No, excellent.
And 10 more feet of silk comes out. The spiders pick up the silk and tack it up from the ceiling and start incorporating it into a new spider silk wall that they're working on, just new strands.
If you're facing death by dragon breath, it's a gamble for your life. You'll need a saving throw, saving throw, saving throw. You'll know a saving throw.
Are you sick of being sick? Are you tired of being tired? Is your energy in the dumps and you just can't see a healthy day in your future? We all feel this way sometimes and think that there are no options other than to just suffer through it and wait to feel better. But now a better option is here. Archer Snow's Health Crystals. Just one stylish and tasty crystal can change you from this
To this, in mere seconds. Why wait days when relief is just a magic candy crystal away? Why linger with symptoms when all of your problems can disappear like magic? Ask for Archer Snow's health crystals by name at your local apothecary, witch doctor, or gallopot. Archer Snow's health crystals. You can have one as long as you promise to be a good guy.
You're listening to Wisdom of One.
If you hit the ground in a single round, it's a gamble for your life.
Green dwarf with teeth that are filed, tell me something new, or I'll eat you.
Back when I was living at the monk box, they used to tell me this story because I'd get so angry all the time. It goes something like this. One day, a bull gave chase to a mouse which had bitten him on the nose. But the mouse was too quick for him and slipped into a hole in the wall. The bull charged furiously into the wall again and again until he was tired out and sank down on the ground, exhausted with his efforts. When all was quiet, the mouse darted out and bit him again. Beside himself with rage, he started to his feet, but by that time the mouse was back in his hole again, and he could do nothing but bellow and fume in helpless anger. Presently, he heard a shrill little voice say from inside the wall, "You big..." Oh, wait. How would Dagon say his quiet voice?
You big fellows don't always have it your own way, you see. Sometimes we little ones come off best. And it was something like, angry makes stupid and discipline and small is better or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, that's what the monk box people told me.
Average intelligence. Average. Excellent. Half-elf liar. Give a story.
Oh, happily. Now, there's a fable that my father used to tell me every night before I went to sleep. It's called The Farmer and the Two-Faced Lord. Once upon a time, there was an honest farmer who worked hard to provide for his family by working for the local lord. Each year, the lord would promise to pay him a sack of gold at the end of the harvest. But as each fall came, the lord would tell the farmer that he could not pay him that year, but promised twice the gold after the following season. This continued for years and years until one day the farmer's heart gave out while toiling in the fields. The farmer's son picked him up and carried his body to the lord and requested payment for his father's lifetime of work. The lord sighed and said, alas, the contract had been with the farmer and thus expired with him. But he offered the farmer's son the same contract if he would take his father's place. Being wiser than his father, the son knew that the farmer's honesty and good faith had really been a prison that entrapped his family into poverty and sadness. He realized that the foolish concepts of truth, loyalty, and fairness were merely tools to exploit the peasantry's vain and superstitious desire to feel better about themselves while ignoring their pathetic lives. The young man, more clever than his father, killed and skinned the lord. Then he wore his face like a mask and took his rightful place as the new lord of the valley. He grinned through his new skin as he counted the bags of gold that he would now promise, but never give to, other honest farmers as they toiled in his new fields. He was soon rich beyond his wildest dreams and was known far and wide as the Two-Faced Lord. He lived happily ever after.
Excellent and new, and we learned something about you, I think.
And 20 feet of silk comes out of her back end and gets posted onto the wall.
Yeah.
What's the spider's name again?
I forgot. Go Gara.
Gara, can I ask a question, please?
Yes. Is it about the corpse that's below you that nobody's noticed yet?
Oh, well, that's also interesting. And if I could have a follow-up question, I'll ask about the corpse. But, how do you read the silk?
Well, you see, each of the letters are a symbol, and if you combine them, they have meaning.
How do you read?
And you string each of the meanings together.
The knowledge is in this silk if you just look close enough. We've been collecting information for generations and generations.
But I'm not telling you how to do it.
Try pooping. It's sort of what she's doing, so I think you should just try it.
So for the follow-up question, who's that on the ground, dead?
That one is not our doing. He was too rotten to be tasty when we found him.
You look, there's a dwarf in kind of standard dwarven regalia. He does indeed not look very tasty. He looks rather gross, blackened and shriveled up, but yet liquid spewing out of him. Not good, but you can't tell too much more from the ceiling where you guys are hanging.
Is he like wearing a black cloak with like an eye on it or something?
No, he looks like he's wearing their mining armor that dwarves wear. He looks like a miner.
I guess you could say he's kind of like a minor character then.
Dad jokes is filed in a specific place.
Yeah, I gotta keep going to that creepy well.
I have to compliment you. You have been able to come up with a different form of uncomfortable creepiness in every episode.
Yeah, welcome to my life. Okay, so she basically keeps at you, asking about where you grew up, what things do you know, what are you good at. She definitely makes it clear that the moment you guys don't have something new to tell her, she's going to eat you. So, Dagan, you're slowly cutting your way. You feel it getting looser. You're actually at a point now where you feel like you could do a quick movement and drop out of your cocoon. You would fall about 10 feet to the ground.
Nothing for a moment.
But I imagine that's better than being eaten by a giant spider.
Indeed.
Skankra, do you want to be doing something during this time as well? I don't want to monopolize the potential escape thing for Dagan here.
Yeah, my plan is to use Dagon's death as a distraction to sneak out.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. So Runnis is right in the middle of talking about how to fold metal around a spell. When Dagan, you feel like you're ready for your move. So do what you're gonna.
Well, that's interesting. I hadn't really thought about what I was going to do when I could cut myself out.
There's a surprise.
Just to set the stage a little bit, there's two of the large dog-sized spiders kind of patrolling around, uncountable small spiders, and then this one giant spider. So that's what you have to contend with.
What I wish to do is throw a shuriken, but also try to conceal it like I'm not throwing it at one of the dog-sized spiders.
Okay.
But like conceal it like I just had a fart or something.
So you farted out a shuriken?
I farted a shuriken.
Okay.
Wait, do you make a gesture with your hand when you fart normally, or?
Don't you wave your arms over your head and go,
I'm not not farting. Look at me.
Yeah, and I just kind of want to like see if I can chuck it at a spider as farthest away from me to create a distraction.
Okay.
Sleight of hand first, I guess? Or-
Yeah, either one. I mean, it's going to be a separate attack roll and a separate sleight of hand.
Okay, so here comes sleight of hand. Oh, shit. So I'm going to use an inspiration.
Oh, excellent.
Because that was a 10, but I'm going to go down to 1 inspiration and then try that again. Oh, God. So I'm going to stick with the 10.
Oh, no. Okay.
I mean, it's not like they could see me. It's not like I have like a lot of eyes or, you know, anything.
Or attuned to movement or anything.
The strange thing, you didn't do your hand thing, but you still farted. That's
Yeah,
it's really
exactly.
weird.
Okay, so here's the throw shuriken at spider far away from me attack thing. Oh my fucking shit. Gonna also use the other inspiration?
Wow.
Because fuck it, why
You're
not?
super inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah, glad you saved it for an important moment.
Oh, holy Christ. Okay. I guess it's more of a distraction than anything. So 11 to hit. Well, you know, admittedly, I'm kind of not able to throw things very well. Fuck.
And you are upside down.
Yeah.
You make a very obvious throwing motion and then throw the shuriken about 5 feet to the left of the spider. Clang-a-lang-a-lang. The spider whips around and does a spider equivalent of, what the hell was that?
Wow, way to go, Dwark.
And immediately climbs the silk wall up towards you, Dagon. It figured it out with incredible speed and accuracy. Probably due to the fact that you're still practicing the throw, figuring out where it went wrong.
Fuck this.
Let's roll initiative.
17.
7.
I'm a whole teen better than Keith. Ha ha! Oh, wait. I'm reviewing that last comment in my head, and I feel like I want to revise that. No, that's very bad and not good.
So Dagon, you're first. The spider is making its way towards you, climbing at a very rapid rate of speed. Obviously, it's going to come and bite your ass. He has a murder in his 8 little beady eyes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna like drop down because I'm basically free, right?
Yes.
Where are the other people? Like Kaylee?
Kaylee and Runnis are probably 15 feet away from you. I would say you're all in a line. So it's Dagon on the far outside, then Skankra, then Kaylee, then Runnis. Gogara is down near Runnis, has her back to you. The spider that's climbing up is right where you are, and then the other spider is over by Gogara, kind of not involved yet, doesn't seem aware.
So I'm going to attempt and go over to where Kaylee is and see if I can cut her down, out climb the spider, because clearly I can out climb a spider.
In its natural environment, totally, right.
And we've already proven how good we are at climbing and jumping and such.
Yes, exactly.
All right, athletics. 14?
You make progress. I would say you're over by Kaylee. It wasn't smooth and good looking, but you are there. Almost like you're not made to walk on spider silk, but you're there.
So that was my movement. Can I do an action now?
Yeah, a reasonable action.
She's cocooned up, right?
Yeah.
But there must be a connecting thread to the roof?
Yes, like a rope-size bundle that attaches it to the roof, yep.
All right, so I'm going to use the magic knife to try to cut the bundle of rope.
Okay.
And then when it falls, I'm going to fall with it to the ground.
Okay, cutting the stem is easy, so you cut that right through, and then you drop with it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll an acrobatics for your drop.
Acrobatics. 16.
Okay, so no damage, but that's definitely the end of your round. Pretty good for what, a 2-second round? Is that how long a round is?
Scott's such a good negotiator.
Hey, man.
That's right.
That's part of the skill.
Kaylee falls in her cocooned form, but does a really good roll when she hits the ground, so she actually spins and gets up to her knees, even though she's got a cocoon around her, so no damage for her either.
Nice.
Skankra, your turn. Believe it or not, you were the next highest roll.
Wow, I'm crushing it. So how close to me is Baldy Dwarf and the big spider?
Kaylee was 15 feet, so Baldy Dwarf would be 30 feet, and the spider's right beneath him.
All right, well then they're too far away to do what I wanted to do. Damn it.
Well, I've moved them closer, but you're not as good at charming the DM as Scott is, so sorry.
All right. Then I cast grease on all of the walls and all the things so the spiders can't climb up to me.
Okay.
They can't get me now, motherfucker!
oozing out of the end of your pod just spurts a whole wall of grease out of your cocoon.
Oh, I really shouldn't have gone to Chipotle. The classiest podcast.
Kaylee wiggles inside her cocoon and pops out of the top of it. She did escape really good.
Nice.
The spider that was climbing up after you, Dagon, drops down on top of you.
Oh.
A 17 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Yep. 2 points of damage, and then roll a Constitution save.
Oh, fun.
Sleepy dwarf.
Well, I still have advantage.
Sleepy dwarf.
Fuck off. Oh.
Good night, sleepy dwarf.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, I think I am asleep. God, I have fucking advantage on this.
Nighty night, sleepy dwarf.
So, 13.
You really feel like laying down and relaxing and letting all your troubles go away. It feels like a great idea, but you shake your head and snap out of it and
yay.
realize that that's probably not the best move. So you're still up.
Oh man, all this silk, it's like silk pajamas, and I can just... Wait, fuck, no.
What's the thread count on that cocoon? It's just really comfy. So Gogara, Gogara, not Gogara. Gogara, the emphasis is on the wrong syllable. Gogara turns it.
Don't leave so soon. You still have things I don't know.
She uses her front appendages to drag herself towards you, and her maw opens up, and she sprays poison at everybody.
Sleepy dwarf. Sleepy dwarf.
Dagon, will a 12 hit you?
No.
So you're able to sidestep the wall of purplish poison. Kaylee also gets past it. Skankra, you are hit.
Sleepy skankra.
4 points of damage, but you notice that the bonds that are holding you are actually sizzling and burning and retreating.
Yeah.
So you actually feel looser in your cocoon than you were before.
Nice.
And then the other dog-sized spider starts skittering towards Kaylee, but hits the grease-covered floor, and all 8 legs are going, and it flips over onto its back. It slides past her, spinning in a circle like you would hope in every comedy.
Haha! I saved your life. I own your life now, Kaylee.
Exactly. And Runnus grunts and strains at his bonds, but doesn't seem like he's making a lot of progress. His face turns red, but nothing happens.
Having a hard time running away.
Bad.
I won't add that to the library, no.
C+ at best.
Okay, so Dagon, your turn.
I'm going to perceive me plunging this knife into the bastard spider that tried to make me sleep.
Okay.
So, attack. Knife. 15?
Yep, that hits.
Oh, hooray. Yes! 9 damage from the magic knife.
So you plunge it deep into the body. It looks horribly wounded, but is still alive and doesn't scuttle away. It can't look bad in front of the queen, you know.
Right. So then I'll use a bonus action. I'm going to do like a flying elbow.
Okay.
After the knife.
Yep.
Knife elbow.
We call that the death to garbage can move.
Yes, the garbage can move. Yeah. Oh, a 14. Will that hit?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Oh, hooray. 5 more elbow damage.
It is dead. You have squished it, and the spider goop has mixed with the grease, and now it's gone.
Nice.
Spider goop.
Spider goop.
Don't worry, I make lots of those. There'll be plenty more.
So, Skankra, your turn.
All right. Can I see any sort of exit from this room?
There are a number of silk tunnels. Some of them are up high because unfortunately these ins and outs are made for spiders, not for people. But you can see a couple ways out.
Is there any out below me that I can get to from the ground?
Yes. There's one directly past Gogara, and then one behind you leading in the other direction.
Do I need to spend a round cutting myself out, or can I just drop down?
I think if you do an athletics check, you can just drop out without attempting. If you fail, then you'd have to spend the round ripping yourself out.
Sounds good. All right, here comes athletics, which is truly my strongest suit. I got a 9.
Natural 9.
All of my athletic checks are natural.
Okay, so you're not able to just effortlessly pop out, so you're gonna have to spend the round ripping and loosening yourself.
All right, I rip it.
Okay, so tear. Next round, you will be able to drop and act, assuming you survive the drop.
Nice.
All right, so Kaylee pulls out her short sword and strikes the other dog spider. Since it's upside down, she has advantage, and she pins it with the sword for 10 points. And then with her other hand, she has the dagger.
Sleepy spider.
And yet she kills it dead too. So stab, the other dog spider is no more. So Gogara starts chanting something in a language you don't understand, and suddenly the room is filled with fire.
Oh, shit.
Hooray! Everybody do a wisdom save, please.
Oh, I'm good at that. I kind of wish I had an inspiration.
Drop my die. Hold on.
Yes! Dagoon is very wise. 21.
21.
Skankra is kind of the opposite of that.
How opposite?
All the way opposite.
Like a book of random.
Book of random.
Yay! Oh, this is gonna be fun.
So is this another situation where when I roll a 1, everyone around me explodes like last time?
So Dagon, you're fine. You felt the blast of heat for a second, smelled your flesh burning, and then all of a sudden it's gone. And the room isn't even hot. You're actually totally fine.
That's some weird ass fire.
Kaylee has a very similar experience. She throws her hands up over her eyes. Oh my God! But then looks around and looks at you and, oh, I guess they were nothing. No big deal. Super.
That was weird, right?
Runnis starts screaming and twisting and takes 13 points of damage.
Oh, fuck.
You can see the smoke is just pouring out of the cocoon that he's wrapped in. Skankra, first of all, you take 6 points of damage, and all of your hair falls out. Your eyebrows, your hair, you are completely hairless. I would say you are now a -2 to your charisma.
Oh, shit. Well, okay, so that's all very interesting, and I'd be very upset about that if I weren't already dead.
The beautiful corpse falls down out of the cocoon, crashes onto the ground amidst this cloud of hair that's just slowly fluttering down to the ground.
Wait, how are you dead with 6 hit points?
Because I took 2 from you and 4 from the spider.
Yeah.
And because he's a magic user.
Oh, totally useless, hairless grub.
Well, good night, everyone.
Ooh.
I'm 4 for 5.
But Runnis on fire bursts out of his cocoon with his maul in his hands and comes crashing down on top of Gogara and delivers a mighty blow with his brightly glowing blue maul. Boom!
Does it have a Sabaros?
I don't know what that is.
The mall. Does it have a Sabaros or an Auntie Anne's?
I also don't know what that is. What are those things that you say?
Those are stores at the mall, I think.
The greatest foodstuffs out there.
Oh, it's like one of those pun jokes that's mediocre.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep digging myself in.
Digging a hole for yourself.
Oh God, it's getting better and better.
He cracks her on the head with a mighty blow, and you can see that it did a fair amount of damage. So, wham! And then falls to the ground in amidst all the slime and muck. Back to the top, Dagon.
Wait, I like checked out there for a second. Just the awful puns just deleted my brain.
I know, it's so funny. You had to really think about it and keep laughing. I understand.
The queen spider, she's not dead, is she?
No, she is still up, but she is now pretty heavily wounded.
Sweet.
But the 2 dog spiders are definitely dead, and the small dinner plate spiders are completely ignoring you and everything else.
So I'm gonna like run up her back,
Okay.
if I can, and try to stab her in one of her eyes with the magic knife.
In order to make it to her, you're going to have to do a dexterity save because there's grease everywhere.
Right. Okay. Right. I forgot about that. Yep. Okay. Nice. 23 for the dex save.
All right, beautiful. You slide your way up to her.
And I actually literally want to run up her carapace and stab her in the eye.
Okay.
Oh, balls. So a 7 for the acrobatics.
You try to climb, but she's wiggling and waving her legs around, so you're just not able to make any distance. You can still act, but you haven't been able to climb her. That sounded wrong.
All right, well, fuck it. Stab her in the carapace.
Aw.
That's probably not going to hit. 13.
Nope. She has armor. Spider armor, I guess.
Okay. I'm just, like, totally incompetent. Except I slid over the grease like a ninja.
And you still have hair.
And I still have hair. Yes.
Skankra, do you want to do a throw of saving?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, I do. All right, death save. I got a 10. I think that's a losing one, right?
No, I think that's actually a success.
Oh,
Barely.
I'm still alive.
Okay, so Kaylee does her disappearing trick where she just steps into a shadow and can't see her anymore. Oh, God. Appears standing on the back of Gogara with her +2 daggers, leaps and swings, and then...
Book of random, book of random.
Yeah.
And then Book of Randy time.
Well, that's her second one already.
So she leaps forward with her +2 knives and then falls over the top of the head and crashes down onto the ground in front of the spider.
She learned it from watching me.
Darn it! I was all set up to do good stuff and then I fell. Oh well, better luck next time.
So Gogara swings her spider legs at Dagon and Runnis. Runnis catches it on the shield, bang, and deflects it to the side. Dagon, you are missed. You're able to duck underneath. You're close enough where the reach is difficult. So you are missed.
Yes.
Now Runnis. Whoa. Okay. Book of Random time again.
Wow.
Guys, we are crushing it.
So Runnis, again with his maul glowing a brilliant blue, does an underarm swing and catches Gogara low in the body, and it actually flips her up into the air, and she lands flat on her back with all of her spider legs pointing up at the sky.
Wow.
And it does a lot of damage. She's still alive, but she is prone.
So, wait, how did he roll a 1 and then that happened?
He rolled a 20, dummy.
Book of Random can be good or bad.
For it's random.
Okay, so Dagon, your turn. You now have a prone giant spider in front of you.
Sweet. So then I will take this opportunity to use advantage and try that knife trick again.
Okay.
Where, like, I stab it and stuff. And, ooh! Book of Random time for the good.
Oh, cool.
Natural 20.
He resurrects the hairless genius.
And then, let's see. That would be 2x damage, so it's 2d4 plus 5. Wow, that's amazing. I just rolled max damage, 13.
So 13, and then go ahead and roll another damage. You get a third.
Okay, so 13 plus... Oh my god. Just rolled 3 4s. So 17 damage with this magic knife.
Wow, okay, so 17 points of damage, and the Book of Random granted was you have the ability to disengage from this without triggering any disadvantage. You can, as a free action, just disengage without any consequences.
Awesome.
But with that damage that you did, she is dead.
Oh, she's still creepy on the way out.
And goes limp. Sploop.
Sweet. So I guess someone should look after that hairless grub over there.
Saving throw! Saving throw!
All right, I still have some slots left. Not that we as characters are supposed to know about slots, but I feel like I could do it.
You stole the diamond from a concubine of a wizard who could read your mind. You got nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. You stole the gold from the dwarven graves, then got yourself lost in the caves. You got nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. It's time for color spray, color spray. It's time for color spray, color spray. When you use color
Thanks for listening to Wisdom of One. If you enjoyed our particular brand of nonsense, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite podcasting service. We can be found online at wisdomofonepodcast.com and on Instagram and Facebook at Wisdom of One Podcast. You can email us at info@wisdomofonepodcast.com. Stay tuned for the next thrilling episode in which Dagon and Skankra get into a petty squabble about nothing, ignore all of Sean's plot points, and most likely wind up dead.